Guys, Sean Paul Reyes with Long Island Audit here, back again with another video. Today we're at the Virgin Islands Bureau of Internal Revenue office here on the island of St. Thomas. We are here today, as always, to peacefully exercise our First Amendment right to film in public and publicly accessible areas, to promote transparency and accountability within our government, and to ensure that our public servants recognize our rights and treat us with respect. Let's get into it. So before we go inside, we can see here that they handle processing, delinquent accounts, audit, that's ironic, and deputy director and reviewer. Let's take a look around the lobby here. It's a tax jungle. That's interesting. And even here in the U.S. Virgin Islands, we are immediately greeted with our friendly reminder that the government is always recording us, even though it always seems to be an issue when we the people record our government. I'm sorry, you said something?
What are you doing?
Who are you?
Security.
Your security?
Two separate companies. And who you be?
I'm sorry?
Who is you?
Oh, my name is Sean. What's your name?
Rollins. Security Rollins.
Rollins? Yeah, I'm just taking some pictures and video. I appreciate it. Thanks. Some processing windows. 1, 2, 3. I can't hear you. What'd you say?
He's saying you're not supposed to be videoing all of this stuff in here.
I can't video pictures and...
That's what he's saying. He's a security guard, and I'm explaining to you what he's saying.
Oh, okay. Do you know why can't I take video here? Well, you're talking to me. I wasn't video recording you until you started talking to me, right? So are you done talking to me?
Otherwise you got to leave.
Why would I need to leave? I'm not causing a disturbance or anything like that.
So you have to leave?
Why?
Just leave.
No, I'm not done yet, sir. I'm not done.
Leave the place.
No, sir, I'm not done yet. I don't want to argue with you. I really don't. I'm not trying to...
You can't argue with me. You can't take it to that level.
I don't want to take it to that level, sir. I don't.
No, let's not take it to that level.
That's great. Okay.
Alright guys, welcome to today's video. What starts as a simple public filming session inside a government tax office quickly turns tense when staff and security begin questioning the cameraman's presence. As he calmly explains he's documenting a public space, the atmosphere shifts almost immediately. Employees appear uncomfortable, security closes in, and the first signs of confrontation begin building before anyone fully understands where this encounter is headed.
Take that outside, and you need to erase that.
What are you saying?
You need to erase me from the video. I don't want to be on the video.
You don't want to be on the video? Okay. Then I'll walk away from you. That's not a problem.
So, hello? Watch. You have to leave. You have to leave.
Sir, I'm an independent journalist. I'm just taking some pictures and video of the lobby here. That's it. Sir, I'm just taking some pictures and video. I'm sorry?
Leave! You that?
Why are you being so aggressive, sir? There's no need for that.
Watch. I want you to leave.
But, sir, I'm an independent journalist. My name is Sean. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm taking some pictures and video. That's it.
No, you can't. For what purpose?
I just told you I'm an independent journalist. Do you know what that is?
I want you to take me off of the video.
Okay, I will take you off the video, but you keep talking to me and then you're telling me to leave, so that's why I'm recording you. I'm recording everything that's in front of me. So when you talk to me, it's kind of like you want to be on video, right?
No video.
Is there a law that says there's no video recording? It's a First Amendment protected activity to record, sir. It's a First Amendment right. Why do we collect taxes? I would love to know why. Governments must have funds, revenue to pay their activities. Well, that's just not true. That's a lie right there, because we just print money. That's all we do is print money. Hi, ma'am. How are you? Can I speak to a supervisor? Officer Rollins, hey, Security Officer Rollins, is there a supervisor I can speak to? I don't know what this guy's talking about. I told you I'm not gonna put, it's fine. I'm not here for you, man.
The situation escalates fast once security directly orders the cameraman to stop recording and leave the building. Instead of explaining any actual law or policy, the guard becomes increasingly aggressive, while the journalist continues challenging the demand calmly. Every attempt to ask questions only fuels more tension. What should have been a simple conversation suddenly turns into a standoff over public filming rights inside a government office lobby.
I'm here to look at the applications on everything that's going on. That's it. So just like in the contiguous United States. Oh, I'm an independent journalist, ma'am. I'm not studying anything. I'm reporting on the Internal Revenue Service here. I just wanted to look at some of the applications, how the office looks, things like that for my report. Get some B-roll footage. Yeah.
The actual laws or regulations, but in a government building, I think there is. He's just trying to do his job.
I have my issue's not with him whatsoever.
He's just trying to do his
Am I yelling at him or getting aggressive with him? I should respect security. What? But why? We have a constant. Are you an American?
People have sensitive personal information in a tax office.
Right.
So
But I'm not.
all
Am I
of our
recording?
Social Security
Am I
numbers are
recording your
covered.
personal information? No, I'm not.
I don't know. I don't know. what
You
the
do
law is.
know. You're right
I
here.
listen to the security guard if he.
Right. I listen to the Constitution. We have a constitutional right to engage in journalistic activity in our country. This is still part of the United States of America, and we have a constitutional right. So I understand the securities, what he's saying. I can understand, but I can understand that he's saying that. But at the end of the day, I have a right to do what I'm doing. It's a constitutional
What was your
right.
intention of coming in today? What are you-
Well, I told you that. I said I'm getting B-roll footage. I'm an independent journalist. I'm just recording the office, the public office, and some of the documents here for my story. That's it.
So you don't work for anyone?
I'm an independent journalist. That means that I work for myself.
Usually journalists have a press pass.
Oh, would you like to see a press pass? Would you like to see one?
Do you have it?
Yeah, you like to see one?
I have no.
Okay.
He's the boss.
He's not the boss though. That's what you need to understand. He's not the boss.
Is there, he was saying, is there a rule or regulation that you can't video in a government building? I think that's what he was asking.
He doesn't know. Hey sir, how are you? Can I speak to a supervisor, ma'am? Hi. I just want to get clarification on the. Can I speak to the supervisor here? Are you a supervisor here, sir? Can I speak to one? I just wanted to get some.
Supervisor, would you like to do?
I want to speak to a supervisor to get clarification on the rules and regulations or whatever you guys are speaking about here. They're saying that I can't.
As the argument continues, bystanders and employees begin stepping into the conversation, each offering different opinions about privacy, security, and constitutional rights. The cameraman repeatedly insists he is documenting public areas only, while staff struggle to explain exactly what rule he's violating. The debate shifts from filming itself to whether independent journalists need credentials, press passes, or official permission just to record inside a public government building.
You know, the U.S. Virgin Islands is part of the United States. It is a territory. The Constitution still reigns supreme, and even islanders here have constitutional rights to record in public. So, and tourists, everyone. So I don't understand. Hi, sir. Are you a supervisor here?
Yes.
Hi, my name is Sean. I'm an independent journalist. The security officer is becoming quite upset with me. I'm just taking some pictures and videos of some B-roll footage and some applications here. I'm working on a story.
You have some sort of ID?
I don't hand over ID unless I've been suspected of committing a crime. It's just my policy. But if you want, you can call law enforcement and they can clarify.
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, you can call law enforcement.
I'll get
Sure, not a problem.
Why you got to come out with them?
I'm sorry.
Do not put the camera on.
Okay, so what would you say?
Tell the sergeant.
What did you say?
Why you got to come out videoing people? Videoing people come in and out. You ain't finished doing your thing?
No, I'm just going
Videoing
over these papers and I'll be leaving.
Yeah, but you got your camera and people put your camera on your paper.
But listen, we're in public, so there's no. You have cameras there, right there. You see that camera? There's a camera watching everybody coming in out of here. This is a government building, right? It's
Yes,
a public,
government
right? It's a
building.
public building, right? So that's why you have cameras here too. I don't say why are you recording
You
me?
come out here to protect in case anything wrong, but you, why you got your camera on?
My camera is meant for my journalistic activity. I don't know how else to explain that to you. I really don't. I'm not a threat to you. I'm not a threat to anybody. There's no reason for people to be
No,
scared.
you don't like that. You don't like that.
Why?
You don't like camera on us.
But why?
The cameraman pushes for answers from management, but supervisors appear reluctant to get directly involved. Tension rises further when identification is requested, adding another layer to the dispute. Despite remaining calm, he refuses to hand over ID without suspicion of a crime. Meanwhile, security continues hovering nearby, clearly frustrated by the ongoing recording. The entire encounter now feels less about policy and more about control inside the building.
Why?
Yeah, why?
You just don't like it.
You just don't like it.
You don't want to be in your business. That's all. And I wanted to take me off the camera.
Okay, well, like I said, when I came in here, I didn't record you. You came up all in the recording when you started talking to me. That's
But
okay.
on the security side, come up and ask what you do.
Okay, and I told you what I'm doing. That's it. If there's an issue, you could call law enforcement. They can come and they can explain it to you.
So you're finished?
I'll be finished in a minute, yeah. Okay. Thanks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be getting out of the tax jungle. Very interesting. And the security officer, I tried to speak to a supervisor, but there's no supervisors here for me to speak to, apparently. No one else seems to have an issue with me recording. No one said anything about me recording, except for the security guard, who's like very upset. I would think he worked for Allied Universal. All right, let's get out of here. Hi, ma'am. Ma'am, are you a supervisor here? No, you're not? Okay. I'm looking to speak to a supervisor. Have a good day. Take care. I guess no supervisors. Look how beautiful it is over here. You just walk out of the IRS office. I guess not the IRS, the Bureau of Internal Revenue. Look how gorgeous. Just a paradise over here, the U.S. Virgin Islands. So I believe I saw like a substation over here. Let's see where this substation, if there's anybody here. All right, so we're just getting inside the police East End substation. Compliment complaint box. I guess over there or over here. Hey, how are you? To protect and serve. That's such propaganda. You know, at the end of the day, law enforcement agencies in the United States.
After refusing to leave immediately, the cameraman continues documenting the office while security repeatedly complains about being recorded. The disagreement circles endlessly between public access, privacy, and cameras already installed throughout the building. Eventually, with no clear policy presented and no supervisor stepping forward, the cameraman exits the office. Outside, the tension briefly fades as he shifts attention to the surrounding area and notices a nearby police substation.
Have no obligation to protect the public. It's hot in here. This mini split doesn't seem to be working. I guess this is where you put the compliments, etc., complaints.
Can I help you?
Hey, so how are you? Are you a law enforcement officer?
Yes, Lieutenant Cannoneer, VIPD.
Okay, yeah. No, I'm an independent journalist. I was just taking a look at the substation here. I saw it. I was just at the IRS office, I guess, in revenue service or whatever for U.S. Virgin Islands over there.
Okay.
And I just want to take a look. Huh?
You just, okay.
That's it. Just taking a look around, Lieutenant.
Okay.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you. So that lieutenant was nice. I mean, so the mainland doesn't have as much information. We have a complaint and compliment brochure here. Police reports. Very interesting. Doesn't look like there's a lot of people in the substation. So we're gonna be getting out of here. So as we're leaving the substation, it looks like a U.S. Virgin Island police officer pulled into the parking lot of the revenue service. So let's put these law enforcement officers to the test and let's hope that they respect our constitutional rights. Hey, how are you, ma'am? Good, how are you?
You videotaping?
Yeah, I'm recording, yeah. Is that an issue? Are you recording?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, no issue. Hi, good afternoon. Do you mind if I get your name and badge number, ma'am?
1211.
Thank you. Do you mind if I get your name and badge number, ma'am?
Bantacool, 1353.
Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hi, ma'am. Do you mind if I get your name and badge number? Just so I know who's here. 1372? Appreciate it. You know, I tried to talk to so many A lot of females working for the United States Virgin Islands Police Department. I tried to talk to so many supervisors to get clarification on everything.
The atmosphere changes completely once he enters the police substation. Unlike the earlier confrontation, officers inside respond calmly and professionally while allowing him to look around freely. What could have become another argument instead turns into a surprisingly respectful interaction. But the calm doesn't last long. As he leaves, police vehicles arrive at the revenue office, setting up a critical moment that could either escalate the situation further or finally resolve it.
And obviously I couldn't do that. They wouldn't speak to, "Hi ma'am, how are you?"
Okay, go. Step to the side. We're going to speak to her first.
Okay. No, I'm recording law enforcement activity in public. That's what
We
I'm doing.
understand that, but we also video and recording too. So we ask politely that you step to the side and we conducting business with her first, and then we come and
Right. Well, I feel like you could leave the public area if you needed to do private business with her. Can I request a supervisor, please? I'd appreciate it.
One eternity later.
Are you a supervisor?
No.
Okay.
I'm Officer Vanterpool. Please be advised you are being audio and video recorded.
Okay.
So they would like to know what business are you conducting today?
So I wanted to go through all of the forms and everything here. Again, I'm an independent journalist. My name is Sean. I engage in First Amendment protected activities.
So are you writing like a blog?
I'm a journalist.
So
I'm an independent journalist. I'm getting B-roll footage of this public area here. I'm not looking to get any private information or anything like that. I'm just looking to, I'm reporting on the tax system here in the U.S. Virgin Islands. I'm from the mainland. And again, I go around to public buildings and government lobbies across the mainland and the U.S. Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, and I record peacefully. It's my First Amendment right.
We understand that.
Right.
But it's also how you conduct yourself.
Right, and I think since you've gotten here, I think I've conducted myself professionally.
You don't have to be loud, obnoxious. This is
Of
a place
course,
of business.
of course, and
this is
the only
also government business.
right. The only person, just respectfully, the only person who has gotten loud and obnoxious is the security guard here. Everybody else have been professional. No one. I asked to speak to a supervisor to see if maybe there was some sort of law or regulation specifically for this office. I couldn't find one online.
Police officers approach the cameraman outside the tax office and immediately acknowledge that both sides are recording the interaction. Instead of rushing into enforcement, they attempt to separate private conversations from public filming. The cameraman stands his ground, insisting he has every right to document police activity in public spaces. With uncertainty still lingering over the office's policies, he requests a supervisor, hoping someone higher up can finally clarify the rules.
But again, I'm not being loud. The same way I'm treating you is the same way in my volume I'm speaking now is the same way I've been speaking to everybody, including the security officer. I understand some people don't like cameras, but it's my First Amendment right under the United States Constitution, and I exercise that right peacefully.
We understand.
Yeah, peacefully.
So you said you're only here to get
Right, I'm just here to get
public
some
documents and
some public
reference to how you do
documents.
the tax.
Right. And yeah,
Here.
right, exactly. And I would have preferred to speak to a supervisor, but it doesn't seem like no supervisor wants to speak to me. I can't force them to, that's fine. But again, I just getting some B-roll of the office here, asking questions and looking at some of those documents that they have for the public. That's it. That's all I was
Basically,
doing.
it's the same thing as we have at the IRS offices on the mainland, because this is our IRB. It is just it's a tax office like IRS.
Right, but it's a separate entity though.
No, it's the IRS.
I thought this was just for, that's why it's a different name, right? Or else it would be the IRS.
Because we're here in the United States Virgin Islands.
Right,
Ours is called the Bureau of
right.
Right.
Right,
Internal Revenue, which is a sub-base for IRS, because we don't have IRS, the main buildings here.
Right.
So everything that we do with our taxes and stuff filed here, and it's forwarded to the IRS.
Yeah, I was noticing, I was going through some of those forms and they look like the same. Again, I'm not trying to be here.
It's the same forms that we use in the States.
Right, but again, there are some tax strategies here. Part of my story is, just to bring awareness that there are tax strategies here. Is that if somebody from the mainland moved over here, that they could take advantage of
Right,
and
okay. So
and
I
pay.
understand.
That's my story. It's not. I'm not trying to cause any problems with anybody or record anything I'm not supposed to. That's for sure. Okay.
I'll let them know. and
I
see if
appreciate it,
the supervisor
officer.
would like to speak to
Okay,
them.
no problem. Thanks, officer. I appreciate it.
A longer discussion unfolds between the cameraman and responding officers, but unlike the earlier security confrontation, the tone remains controlled. He explains his purpose in detail, describing himself as an independent journalist gathering footage for a story about taxation in the Virgin Islands. Officers question his intentions while also acknowledging his right to record publicly. The encounter slowly transforms from confrontation into an actual conversation about rights, professionalism, and public access.
Do you have an ID on you as well? We have to get your demographics information because we made contact, and we have to document for documentation purposes.
Right. No, I understand that. The only thing is that I am a journalist, but at the same time, I'm an activist. I do police trainings with law enforcement agencies on the mainland, and I exercise my rights, and I have a Fourth Amendment right not to reveal who I am. It might conflict my story, and it's just my right. So I haven't broken any laws, correct?
No.
Okay, so unless I've broken a law, I don't have to provide identification. But I told you my name is Sean.
You have a last name?
Sean Reyes, it's fine, yeah. I'll give you my name. I have nothing to hide. I don't have warrants or anything like that. I just, like I said, it's just I don't give over ID unless I've committed a crime.
No problem.
Okay? This is my Fourth Amendment right. Is there a lot of female law enforcement officers with the U.S. Virgin Island Police Department? That's interesting. So apparently they're being told that I was aggressive, rude, or raised my voice, and that's why it's important to record all of your interactions with government officials, because as you can see from the video, I was never rude or loud or obnoxious or anything with anybody. I'm not recording inside the windows or doing anything. So I'm so sorry, sir. So sorry. Like, I have no problem with them knowing who I am, Sean Reyes. I mean, they're gonna figure it out once, Sean Paul Reyes, technically, as you guys know. But I have nothing to hide. It's just I'm not giving my ID unless I've broken the law, and I know I didn't break the law, or unless they threaten to arrest me, because then I can hold them accountable in a court of law. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so the law enforcement officers are over here behind the scenes in the restricted area. We already had left. I mean, so there's no reason for us to stay here any longer, as long as the law enforcement officers aren't, you know, ordering us to leave or being, yeah.
So we spoke to the supervisor.
Yeah.
So basically what I told you is what she told me. Everything here at the IRS is protected. This is an IRS office. It's just a substation because we're in the Virgin Islands.
Right.
So everything here is protected. Everything is protected by the same laws the IRS follows on the mainland. They have to follow the same laws here. So they don't have no public records or anything of the sort that they can share with you.
Okay.
However, she did say you can visit the website, which is irb.vi.gov, and they have booklets on what documents we use, the filing processes, or any other information you may be looking for.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
pen card.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, that's perfect. All right.
Right, so
Thank
if
you.
you're not conducting any business within the office, they would like for you to leave.
Right. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I already had left, so there's no reason for me to be here all day. I wanted to make sure that there's no law prohibiting recording. I want
You
to
can record in the lobby, but anything
Right.
beyond those doors, you cannot.
Right. That's what I was making sure of. Yeah, I want islanders and tourists to be able to know that they have a First Amendment right to record in
I
public.
mean, we are the United States.
Right.
So we do follow the First Amendment, the Second.
I hope
and
so.
the Fourth.
I mean, some law enforcement agencies, I guess maybe you'd not be surprised, but there's some law enforcement agencies in the United States, like on the mainland, that do not follow the First Amendment. So my job is to educate them, educate the public, and to make sure that all law enforcement agencies are following the First Amendment.
I understand.
Okay.
And we do.
Great.
So,
Perfect. Yeah. Thank you.
being that you're
Yep.
not
No problem.
conducting businesses, they would like
Yeah,
to-
sure. No problem. Yeah, no problem. I'll be back later to follow up. So again, we got all our...
The officers continue clarifying the boundaries of filming inside the revenue office, explaining that public lobby areas can be recorded, while restricted sections remain off limits. The cameraman refuses to provide identification, citing constitutional protections, but officers ultimately confirm he has not committed any crime. As the discussion wraps up, the situation finally cools down. After all the tension inside the building, law enforcement appears more focused on clarification than escalation.
We got all of our documentation here. We got a copy of each one of these. It looks all the same. I don't know why people get so upset with the camera. I'm glad that they follow the First Amendment here. It's a good thing. I want to make it clear. The point of First Amendment auditing to me, and me exercising my First Amendment rights, is not to just stand in a public building all day for 8 hours straight. It's to accomplish what I intended to accomplish, which I did, is to educate the public and the law enforcement officers, as well as the public servants, in regards to our First Amendment rights. Looks like it's pretty standard law enforcement vehicle here. But yeah, that's the goal. And I think we accomplished that goal here today. All right, so before we get out of here, I want to see how do we get the... Hey, quick question for you guys. For your body camera footage, is there like an online portal where I can request that? Is there like an open records law here where I can request for my investigation the body camera footage?
No, that goes to that.
It goes to the attorney of the police department. Because just on the mainland, the officers' body cameras, they're like public record that you can request. So is there like a process for that here or no? There isn't one?
I don't believe so.
You don't believe so?
Quote me, but I don't think so. You might have to end up putting out a request with the department and speaking to the department.
Where's the main department? Where's the headquarters?
It's going to be at Fort Christian Park, not Veterans Drive.
Okay, I'll head there and I'll ask them.
Okay?
All right, appreciate it.
Inquire.
Yeah, I'll ask
As
them.
far as I know, we send our body camera footage to the Attorney General office, and any defense attorney, they have to request that.
Okay.
From the department.
All right, I appreciate that. Thank you. Take care, guys. All right, so I'm sorry. Oh, almost let that door fall on that woman. It's not very gentlemanly of me, but anyway, that's interesting. They don't give out body camera footage. I mean, at least they're honest about it. It looks so beautiful. I can't get over the beauty. The water here, oh, it's gorgeous. But anyways, guys, we're going to be leaving the Virgin Island Bureau of Internal Revenue. Again, just was just curious on what was going on here, the tax strategies, the different, maybe if there was different forms. I wanted to exercise my constitutional rights inside, and we did. And obviously we can go back inside with no issues. Law enforcement obviously is just enjoying the AC in there, talking. Probably not too happy with me. The biggest antagonist in this whole situation was the security guard here who's hiding from the camera. But again, they always try and paint me off as the antagonist, somebody who's agitating, the agitator, somebody who's, causing a disturbance. And obviously that's not me. You guys know, the last 5 years I've been doing videos. I'm always the most cordial person in the room. I don't get it. But, at the end of the day, the law enforcement officers did their job. They came here, they didn't arrest me. They didn't say I couldn't record inside. They actually said we could record in the public spaces, unlike the security officer here. But, that's a good thing. A lot of interesting things happening. I'm going to continue to record here in the beautiful U.S. Virgin Islands, St. Thomas. But let me know what you guys think about this one in the comment section below. As always, stay safe. God bless. I'll see you in the next one. Long Island Audit. Hey.
With the conflict largely resolved, the cameraman reflects on the encounter while discussing transparency, body camera footage requests, and public recording rights in the Virgin Islands. He points out that police ultimately respected his ability to film publicly, even if security strongly opposed it earlier. The video closes with him emphasizing accountability, public education, and constitutional rights while continuing through St. Thomas. Like the video, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.